Hello, and welcome to Simple Everydays. Does your child's toy room make you want to pull out your hair? Does it look like a contained Red Cross disaster area? Are pieces of it leaking out into the hallway and living spaces because bulky furniture takes up all their play space and offers no storage solutions? Are there toys strung out all over the floor because they either have no place to put them or the toys don't fit very well in the regulation bins? Do you need some help on how to create a place where your children will play and can keep clean? Well, stay tuned for some great ideas.
One is space. You want to make sure that there's enough space for your kids to play. So often with playrooms, all the toys get crammed into this teeny tiny room, storage lining the walls to try to keep everything organized, and the kids drag everything out into another room because there's no actual floor space for them to play. The second element is storage. You want the storage to be versatile, but you also want it to be away from the bulky side. You need it to be easily accessible and something that a child can easily figure out to replace the toys where they found them. Without further ado, this is my take on a playroom.
The first space you see when you enter is what I would call the art station. And the art station has crayons and coloring pages, an easel, and a little stool. The easel does convert into a desk. This top part just folds down. The crayons either go in this tray or there are some plastic cups that are kept in another area of the room where they can put the crayons as well if they prefer. The second element that I really like is the mirror. Now the reason why I love this is because it gives the kids an opportunity to play a different game. I've written "Welcome to the Playroom" on the walls. Move over so you can see the words. With Expo dry erase markers. The dry erase markers wipe off with a paper towel or washcloth or old sock or whatever you please. And so it is endless fun. The kids can play school, they can draw pictures, wipe it away, and start over. Now, anybody who has ever had more than one child playing together knows that fights are liable to break out. And if you have children that need to be supervised because of their youth or because of their temperaments, a chair is always a good addition to your playroom so that you can sit in comfort while they play around you. In the pink bin, down here with the castle on it, there are foam blocks. Putting them in this bin makes them easily accessible, but it also allows for a good solid base if the children want to build a tower. Another great solution if you have more than one child and they tend to be territorial over their toys is to get bags. These are diaper bags, and have them labeled or embroidered with the child's name. Within these diaper bags are the Bitty Baby dolls and the Bitty Baby doll outfits. Bitty Baby dolls are like a more economical version of an American Girl doll. There are several outfits and accessories in each bag. This way, each child does not have to worry about fighting the others for what they feel like rightfully belongs to them. It cuts back on a lot of arguments around here. This is a TV, and as you can see, it's rather an old one. I don't recommend putting something that you're going to miss if it's broken anywhere in a child's room. I have both the TV and the TV stand anchored to the wall. This is very important. TVs can easily be tilted, especially these older, heavier models. So you need to make sure that it's anchored to the wall so that if they crash into it, or if they shake it, or if they deliberately try to pull it off, that they will be unsuccessful and unharmed. Below in the TV cabinet is a Mario Kart game. This is the only game that they're permitted to play. The TV is not hooked up for cable or satellite. It simply serves the purpose of playing the Mario Kart game. This tub is empty, and sometimes the controllers go in there when I've been a little more deliberate about picking up after everybody. Down here is some extra stuffed animal and baby doll storage. Up here is where some bigger stuffed animals go. This bin came from the Dollar Tree, and it has lasted 2 years with 2 very rambunctious little girls. So I've been very impressed with that investment. Underneath that is a Sterilite container. The top shelf houses smaller stuffed animals, old Beanie Babies, things of that nature. In the second drawer is dress-up clothes for the kitchen set, aprons, mittens, gloves, and in the back some purses in case they want to play restaurant. This little basket also came from the Dollar Tree and has again held up for 3 years. In this bottom drawer is all the food and plates and cookware that they need to play with their kitchen set. Over here is a kitchen set, and funny story about this kitchen set, I actually got it free in box. A friend of mine for her child's birthday received 2 of these, and they had meant to return this one, and it had gotten stuck in the back of their garage, and so she blessed me with it, and I was able to assemble it for the girls. It's actually rather cute. And beside it is the broom, which always must be next to the kitchen set. It is used on a carpet floor quite frequently. Here is the play tent, and the play tent I think is 2 years old now. It's very popular. It has windows on either side, and inside are the big fluffy animals. And when I'm picking up, I usually just toss them in there. We have a shopping cart for all of your collecting needs. And this is the part that I am the proudest of. The piece of storage which has proved to be the most versatile. Every child gets these great little play sets. The houses, the Batman den, the princess set. Every child gets these, and usually more than one for every birthday occasion. They get piled on those Rubik's, or I guess the term isn't even Rubik's. They get piled up on those cube organizer shelves, sitting on top. They're hard to get down. They're even harder to put away, and you're quickly overrun. This is my solution. This piece of furniture is actually called a baker stand. I lifted the middle shelf up to the top so that it could accommodate all 4 playhouses. We have the 2 different princess houses, a Fisher-Price playhouse, and the Batman cave. Above are these little bins from Dollar Tree, and every bin has 1 set of toys in it. So if the girls want to play with this princess castle, they merely have to pull this bin down, and inside are all the things that go with this princess castle. The Princess Pony Castle is next to that, and in this pink bin is all the horses and princesses and food troughs and slides that go with that. Next we have the Batcave, and the thing about the Batcave is it only came with a few toys, but Batman toys that year were abundant at the Burger King and McDonald's, and so any of the ones that were collected from there that did not want to be let go of got placed in this bin directly above the Batcave. The last thing, and perhaps the most interesting, is this playhouse that was purchased as a Christmas gift. It's large and bulky and came with just a few pieces of furniture, not even enough to fill the house. So random pieces have been purchased. Some from like the Dollar Tree. These came from the Dollar Tree. And some just from other play sets that were thrown away, like this bathtub. Sorry about all the noise. This bathtub here was actually from another play set that they no longer played with. The house was too small, so I just use it for the bigger playhouse. And so that one's rather full. But if they want to play with this house, they merely pull it out, grab that bin, and they have everything they need to play with that house. Up above, we have Raggedy Ann's. My mother loves Raggedy Ann's, and she's passed that love on to the girls. And so we have a nice little collection of various Raggedy Ann dolls. In this bin, we have all the musical instruments, maracas, drums, tambourines, and a little radio-looking thing that plays music. Some extra markers, which are actually on loan. They were borrowed from a grandmother's house. And then these are the cups that I spoke of earlier that hold the crayons. These little bins here once held Easter candy, and now they are used for the expo markers. And this bin here holds the Play-Doh, and it is up out of reach, so we do not have to worry about it being ground into the carpet. You'll notice hanging up behind here a baby monitor. That is for surveillance. Yes, I do wholeheartedly believe in spying on children when they're playing together. And that way I can get there before a fight breaks out, or if a fight does break out, I've actually heard who hit who first. Up above are some more fragile or breakable things. This is some leftover straw that was used for an art project. The metallic stuff that you can tuck eggs into and whatnot. And I don't want it scattered all over the carpet, so it sits up there. This is my old piggy bank from when I was a child. The girls absolutely love it. My grandmother bought the porcelain pig and painted it for me, and it's very special to me, so I keep it up there. They have to ask before they can use it. And up here is an antique Raggedy Ann Jack-in-the-Box, or Ann in the Box, and I keep that up there as well so that it can be treated a little more carefully. Well, that is it. I'm going to give you one more sweeping tour of the playroom so that you can see how much stuff is truly here. I hope that this playroom tour has given you some good ideas. I hope you will endeavor to use your space well to give your child a great room in which to play in. Remember, the secret is not only great storage, but a good amount of space so they can run around and be kids like they were meant to be. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.